This is my 2026 Declutter Part 4. Welcome to everyone watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. Today I'm going to be decluttering part 4 of this makeup declutter that I'm doing in 2026, and we're focusing on lip products, and I'm filming this at my vanity, which is where I keep all of my lipsticks. We're gonna go through everything, and I'm going to declutter all the things that have no use for me anymore. Most of what you're looking at right now in this box is ready for a declutter. These are all Catrice and Essence lipsticks that I've bought for review, and that's why they need to go, because these aren't my formulas, not my shades. That's one of the reasons why I have a larger makeup collection. I've been creating online makeup content for the past 15 plus years, and I do buy things for review, and especially in the lip category, I always end up with so many superfluous things. It's actually why I've decided for 2026 to no longer do videos with the entire shade range that Essence and Catrice comes out with, because very often there's stuff I don't like, and then I end up with this every single year. Whenever I've tested them out, if I like a couple of shades, they go into my organizers that we will go through. Like the last step of this declutter is to go through those. But to be quite fair, I really don't think it is beneficial for me to be using all of the different shades, especially if they are shades that I just don't like. So there are loads of things in here. A super peptide from Essence. I actually have one of the clear ones in my everyday stash, but I don't need 5. These were all too brown. These were all warm toned. This I didn't like the formula of. This I didn't love all of the shades of, and it's just time to get rid of things. So these are all gonna go. I'm gonna count them towards the end. So just know that this is loads of Essence and Catrice. Yeah, there's glosses, there are lip tints, lipsticks, cushion things. Like, there's so many things in here. These butter dripping that they've already discontinued that I did actually like. So I've kept the shades I've loved, which we'll see in a sec. So let me put this one off to the side, because I want to use this box to put everything into that I decide to declutter. I have 2 cubbies sitting up on my makeup vanity, one with things I'm currently using, that includes this, and one with my sort of lip balms. And I know that in here I can probably get rid of a couple of things. I tend to only use one lip balm at the time, use it up, and then I move on to the next thing. And I just came into some extra things, so that's definitely something where I can get rid of things. If I need to repress an eyeshadow, I use this very old Catrice lipstick, because it's the perfect round, smooth edge that I need to press down on a shadow, so that's why that one lives there. This is the lip balm I use whenever I have a cold sore, so it's good to have a dedicated lip product for when I have a cold sore, so I cannot reinfect myself, so that has a purpose. This one I got for free, the Everybody London Peptide Lip Tint. This is okay. It's nothing special, anything I really want to do anything with, you can say. So this can go. And I got this Lethal Cosmetics lip balm, which is really pretty. Let me see if I can open this for you. But this, I was so hopeful that this would be cool, because it's gray and it's this really heavy metal packaging. That sounds wrong if I say it doesn't contain heavy metals. It's a heavy case that is also like made of like a metal. It feels really cold to the touch, but this is so weird to me because it's compact enough that you could put it in a makeup bag, but just holding this up hurts my shoulder. So I'm a bit sore from working out yesterday, so that's why. So that can go. I just don't like the compact it comes in. This is also something that was like a free gift with purchase that I don't really see myself using. It's the C's Forest Kiss lip balm. It's also a little dusty from it just sitting out. I will be keeping these 2. These are the Dr. Paw ones. I use these at the nighttime. I've never used the one that is actually aimed at like overnight stuff. So these are the 2 I actually want to roll into a Shop My Stash once my new, like the ones I'm currently using are running out, which is this Pillow Plush Lip Tide Lip Mask for the daytime by Catrice. This is really nice. I really like it for the mornings. And then I just have one of these Dr. Pawpaw lip balms in my nightstand. I'm gonna keep the Laneige. This is the Lip Glowy Balm in Blueberry Myrtle because I think that can be a nice one to use. And then I have these two from Balea, which are just easy to throw into a bag. It's the Intensive and one, I'm not like the otters, so that had a little otter on the packaging. It's okay. These are just basics. And then I have my backups and my lipstick for repressing, so that's fine. That can stay. And these things aren't going anywhere because these are things I'm using. I bought a Rhode peptide lip tint when I was in London, so I would like to keep using that. And this super peptide glossy lip treatment is something I keep in my work bag so that I need to use. And then these 4 things are either on top of my vanity because I'm trying to use it up, or they are things I've used recently. So if you watch my Shop My Stashes, you're familiar with that cubby because whenever I've used a lipstick throughout the month, I put it in there and then I showcase it in my Shop My Stashes. So I've worn this Kiko Milano, what's this called again? The Jelly Stilo in 508, which is this mauvey tone. And I've worn Laid Back Lilac again from Revlon. And I've been trying out these Shall We glosses that they did in collaboration with Ghoul in Japan. So I believe this is the Lacrimosa shade. So these need to go in here. And then there is one lone lipstick that I keep separate because this is almost used up. As you can see, I was really trying hard in 2025 to get to the end of this Lisa Eldridge lipstick in Velvet Muse. I did already buy a backup because this is one of my favorite nudes. So this is just on top of my vanity so that I always have it at the ready. And then right here off to the side, these are all like new in things. Some of it I'm still very much wanting to test out. Other things I already know I can get rid of. This I'm keeping separate because these are the new Essence and Catrice lip products from the Spring-Summer 2026 collection. I bought 2 or 3 shades from each formula so we can really give it a test. Very often like a nude and a red or a more colorful thing, and that I'm keeping separate because I want to film videos with that. These 2 things were sent to me in PR by Lethal Cosmetics, and I do think these SpongeBob glosses are nice. They feel a little sticky. They're a little too glittery for my liking, so I'm going to be passing these on straight away because I don't like a very sticky lip gloss. These are the other sort of like Chinese beauty lip glosses that I have. Another Shall We makeup one. This is a very, very deep like purpley shade. And then I have the other 2 shades from the Ghoul in Japan collab. And this is a girl cult thing. And these I want to try and find spaces for in my like actual organizer so these don't get dusty and they can't fall off, because the amount of times I've had to pick up any one of these from the floor because they had fallen off my organizers, I cannot count anymore on one hand. I got some Hintor things because I've heard great things about them. I believe they are also a Chinese beauty brand, and these are just some products I picked up to try. I'm not exactly sure I'm going to like all of these, but I just need to test them out a bit. I got this little Fui thing. I think I put this in an order for YESSTYLE just so I could get free shipping. But I did pick up one of these in Japan as well. So I now have 2 shades. So again, I want to find space for that. These are 2 glosses by Entropy. This is a brand I discovered while I was in Japan. I decided to buy them a little later though, because these are weirdly big and bulky. So I'm not sure if these are going to fit into my drawers, but I'm going to try. This Heart% little lip stain is really pretty. It's a very muted mauve tone. I just don't like these rubbery things, and they actually come off. So I'm going to take it off because this way it's going to, like without the things on it, it's going to fit into my organizers so much better than with these things on. It was weird. It was like this DIY kit when it came. And then Lethal Cosmetics also sent me their Serpentine collection, and with the Serpentine collection, they launched lip stains. Now, these were insane in terms of the staining front because I swatched these on the back of my hand, but like to prepare for taking, like, making content with these, and it lasted days. Like, I scrubbed my hands so hard and it just wouldn't come off. There are two shades three actually, that I'm really interested in. There is this really nice deeper purple, Wolfsbane. This actually is a really nice cool tone. The stain on it looked gray once I removed it. So I want to try that on my lips. Ooh. And also this Deathly Nightshade I like, but I think it may be too similar to the Shelby one, or the Girl Cult one already keeping. So this I'm going to declutter, even though I do like it. And then I also think I like Hemlock, which is a really deep red. So this way, if I keep two, I have a purple and a red. And then the two brighter red shades, which are Lily of the Valley and Crown of Thorns, can actually be decluttered because I don't need all five. So my pride and joy of my entire lipstick collection are all of these bullet lipsticks that I collected from Lisa Eldridge. Nothing too new has come out. I don't have all the ranges. I don't have all of the lip balms or all of these I think these are called the Embrace lipsticks, but I do have all the regular bullet lipsticks. So I have all the matte shades, like all the True Velvets. I have all the Luxuriously Lucents and all the insanely saturateds that I was ever able to get my hands on. So this is part of it, is the collector in me. I filmed loads of content with these, and I can link you to one of those videos down below if you want to see all of these going on. The last time I filmed with this entire collection was the last time I had bought anything new, and you can therefore see everything like swatched out and etc, etc. So these aren't going anywhere. I did give them a bit of a rejig because this is the one with all of my favorite shades in. So this one lives front and center on top of my little organizer here, and then the other three I keep on top of my vanity, actually on top of my lipstick organization. Because these are magnetic, they kind of push against each other when you try to keep them too close, which is why I keep them in these organizers, because they can get stuck together or not be organized really well inside a drawer for some reason. So these are not going anywhere. So this is the first organizer on top of my vanity. These little drawers are from the IKEA bathroom section. Actually, most of the organizers you've seen in my declutters are from IKEA. Just this one thing here is from Primark, and everything else I believe is IKEA, and that's about it. These lipstick organizers are Primark too. But this is my lip gloss drawer, so let's go through it together to see what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. This is the same lip product as the Fui I just showed you. These are the, I don't know what these are called again. The Stay Fit Lip Tint in Rose Obsession and Pink Obsession. So these I want to fit in here together. These two Kaleidos glosses are really pretty. I have Free Fall and Last Smoke. Aren't going anywhere. My two favorite mauve tones are by Rare Beauty and Fenty Beauty. The Mauve Wives and Rare Beauty is in Nearly Mauve. And I tend to wear a lot of mauve, like, lip glosses. My newest obsession are these Fui volumizing, 3D voluming lip glosses. They come in 30 and 70% like strength. So depending on how opaque you want them, you can buy different things. I am going to declutter the first one I got because I don't wear red lip gloss. But I am going to keep these three. I actually have another shade of this on my wish list on YESSTYLE, so I know I have to make space. I've got Scotch in the 30%, and then I have Cass's in both the 30 and the 70%. I will be decluttering this. This is by Noose. This is in Tanned Hour. This is pretty, but I got this as a freebie, and I am not really interested in this shade. It is a beautiful product, though. These are some things that survived from some of the Catrice videos I've done in the past couple of months. I don't need most of these. I do want to keep this Gloss Obsessed lip gloss by Catrice. This is in Pout of Office. This is another really good mauve tone. Like I said, I pretty much, the only color of lip gloss I wear is mauve. I don't really wear any other shades. These are all really pretty. The glass-like dewy lip tint, but it's super similar to some of the K-Beauty stuff that's still coming up towards the end. And these diamond glaze things are really nice, but I just don't find myself reaching for sparkly lip glosses. And if I just have the one from Kaleidos, I think I'm happy. And that also goes for one of my favorite lip gloss formulas on the market. I love these Kiko lip glosses. They are so stunning. This is a little bit too warm toned for me to truly like it. Like if I compare it to the Fenty, you can probably see that this is more of like a rosewood and this is more of like a purpley mauve. So that's why I like the Fenty better and I don't reach for this. So that can go. And as much as it pains me, as stunning as these are, I don't reach for them. I just don't. I love this formula and I buy these to test them out for videos and then I never reach for them again. And because they are so flat, they weirdly take up a lot of space in my organizer. So I know it's just time for it to go. Somebody else will love that a lot more than I do. So here we have overflow because it needed to go somewhere when I was doing like trying to like add things throughout the year. These things didn't go anywhere. And some of this needs to go as well. It kind of started as a liquid lipstick drawer, but I'm not a huge fan of liquid lipstick anymore. So I'm going to keep some of these, but not all of them. The overflow includes a couple of the shades from the 3D Hydra Stylos from Kiko in shade 10 and shade 16. These are nice. This is a newer formula that Kiko launched, but I don't think I got the right shades because these two, I just don't wear these kind of things in these formulas, so these can go, even though I do really like Kiko, as you'll see in a sec. This was sent to me in PR by YESSTYLE. It's by Color Rose. This is very orange on me, even though it is beautiful with the embossing. It's stunning. It needs to go. And this I only have had in for a little while. It's the MUA Metamorphosis Color Changing Lip Oil. This hurt my lips when I put it on. I don't know what's in this formula. It's one of those pH things. I thought, oh, that could be cool because it's like shiny and stuff. The minute I put this on my lips react to it. So this just needs to go. I'm going to chuck it. I'm not even going to risk passing this on to someone. And then I did keep this glossy glaze from the new Essence line. This is in Ready for the Day. And this was pretty, but I have plenty of red lipstick. If I think of a red lipstick, I'm not going to wear this. I'm going to wear Lisa Eldridge or MAC, and not really this one. Then these are my lip oils, and here again, do I need all of these? I don't think so. With lip oil, I feel like if you have one, it kind of looks the same every single time. So let me assess. Because it kind of works like this. Like these are like dupes for each other and these are dupes for each other. The Sigma is really pretty, but this comes with like a lipstick that it matches, but this was actually a little bit warm toned for me. So I think this can go. This Hydra Kiss lip oil, I think it's called like Midnight Mystery from Essence. This was nice. That I want to keep. I'm inclined to keep my Dior lip glow oil in pink. And the House Labs as well in the shade just Tint. That's what it's called. And I love these Catrice ones, but they discontinued these so quickly. So I'm not sure. Like when I first got these, I was wearing them all the time, but they've changed since. Like they're not smelling the way they smelled when I first got them, and I can't repurchase these, so it's better to chuck these. All of these, I don't know what to do with. I never reach for these. They are more of a liquefied lipstick than a true liquid lipstick that dries down and won't budge. I do like some of the shades, so maybe like some of the reds can be nice in this type of formula, but I'm not realistically going to be wearing all the other ones. I bought these to review the line. But it's just not really something I'm really reaching for, so I can definitely get rid of a couple of these. Fawn, that is not even a good shade for me in the True Velvet, so I'm going to get rid of that. What's this called? This is Blush. This is beautiful, but I prefer the lipstick over this one. This is Dragon. That's a little too orange, even in the bullet lipstick. I already have that, so I don't need this one. Affair is also not quite right for me, a little bit too orange. This is definitely not my shade. This is Rain. I do like this better, actually, in the bullet lipstick version than in this one. And then I have Muse, and that's my favorite nude. But again, I would wear this as the lipstick and not in this formula. And then I think these are just Ribbon and Jazz. Yeah. So I'm inclined to keep these because having reds in this kind of formula I think makes sense. So I want to keep 2. And I'll get rid of these. And then the other things in here are these Kaleidos lip tints. I've got Mercury Wave, Cold Smoke, Agave, and I have Scorpion Fruit. This is a black. This is the only black in my entire makeup collection, so I'm going to keep it. I love Mercury Wave, but this is this like grayish, purpley nude that is a little bit more like different compared to other things I have. But I actually think that some of the Hintor things I bought can be similar to this. So I'm not sure whether I should keep this or not. Cold Smoke, I know I can get rid of. This was promoted as a cool tone, but it pulls orange on me. So that's why that one can go. Agave is a tealy green, like tealy greeny blue. Oh, that does smell a bit weird, so maybe I need to get rid of that. Nah, this also has a bit of a weird musty scent to it, so these can go. I'll keep the black. These are really nice. They're very pliable, so you can really like mesh them together. And now my hope was that I can do it like this. And that frees up this entire cubby for other things. Here's the next cubby. This is MAC lipsticks as well as some more high-end things. And again, Overflow. So let's talk about the Overflow first. Because these didn't really have to go anywhere. I do really like these, but again, I haven't reached for them since I've reviewed them. They're the Catrice Glass Like Dewy Lip Tint and another Gloss Obsessed. I don't really wear glosses this dark. I think I have a better option in some of those Sea Beauty things that I've bought. I have my Glossier lipsticks, which I like a lot. I never wear Crush anymore. This is the Generation G lipstick. That still smells fine, but I never wear this. This is a bit of a weird formula. I prefer the Ultra Lips, and these I'm going to keep Pony because like I've worn this a lot and it's super balmy. Like you can see if I twist it all the way down how much is gone. And I'm going to keep Vesper, which is another one I've used quite a bit. This looks quite dark and intense, but it's a really beautiful like sheer berry. But I'm going to get rid of Fête because Fête is like an orange toned red, which I don't really wear. Not in this type of formula. Now, the mistake of 2025 when it comes to lipstick is this L'Oreal Color Riche in 214 Violette Saturine. And this is a frosty lipstick. It smells like my grandma. It looks like my grandma. It's not something I realistically want to put on my lips ever again. I have my little mini Divine Rose one, which I have the matching lip liner for, so I'll keep that. I bought Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Fair, so we can try it out in a little mini kit with the matching lip liner, so I want to use that. Here's that Sigma lipstick that I had the matching lip tint to. This packaging is so weird because it kind of like keeps sticking out like that, so you have to be very careful when you put the cap back on. Why did they do that? And this is, again, like the lip tint, a little bit too warm-toned. I've got some Fenty things in here, and these I really like. I've got Rose Amber in the oil, and I have the, what's this called again? The Gloss Balm Sticks in Fussy. And this is a beautiful mauve tone. It is very shimmery, but I'd rather wear something like this than that frosty thing from L'Oreal. I just don't really like it. One of my favorite mauve lipsticks is this YSL Love Shine in Mallow, I believe. Mallow Mauve or something like that. It's 203, right? Yes, 203. This Gucci lipstick is really pretty. It's in Peggy Taupe. I should wear it a little bit more often. But it's like a sheer formula, and I think I just want to put sheer formulas together in this little cubby. I think that will make sense. This is a beautiful mauve tone lipstick from Victoria Beckham that I'm going to keep. And then the remainder of my Charlotte Tilbury collection, Red Carpet Red. I like this, but again, I would wear MAC's Russian Red or Lisa Eldridge's Velvet Jazz or Velvet Ribbon or even Duchess, Velvet Duchess. I would wear those over this, so it's just time for it to go. I will be keeping Very Victoria because this is a good nude for me and those can be hard to find. But that is a matte. And then I have Bond Girl, which is now called Mi Kiss. And this is one of those like nudie shades with a reddish undertone, and I don't have too many of those, but I never gravitate towards lipsticks like this anymore. I just don't. So these can go. And then this is what I still have left of Gucci. I have the Painted Veil. I like this, but it's weirdly warm toned, and again, such a weird perfumey smell with these. I just can't. Mildred Rosewood I like. Like, if I keep something that has a bit more of a red tone, it's going to be this one. And then I have Love Before Breakfast, which is a nice bright pink, which I enjoy. And then I have Peggy Taupe in the matte, which is more of a mauve tone than a taupe. But those I like. So those I'm going to keep. I've got these two Trini London pots, and these are in theory really nice, but you need a lip liner, like a lip pencil with these to go on nicely, especially the red. The red is Pippa and the nude is Suze, but maybe somebody else like this. I don't like applying formulas like this with my fingers. And about the MAC lipsticks, I again can be very short. These are not going anywhere. So, just so you know, it is overflowing a little bit, but that's because I had planned to get like a certain number of lipsticks for Black Friday. And then during the Black Friday sale, they gave me a makeup bag and it included a free MAC lipstick. That was also a shade I didn't have yet. So that's why this is a little messier than what I would want, but I can still find everything. I wish though that MAC would do colored stickers on the back of their lipsticks because it would make life a lot easier. And then we have a cubby with drugstore lipsticks, mainly Catrice, Kiko, Milani, Revlon, and some more overflow from Kiko, Wycon, Mina lip liners. That's what we have here. And I'm inclined to say nothing here goes because I love all of these. The gap that's here is that Kiko lipstick you saw before. Maybe I should get rid of some of my Catrice ones because the one I wear the most out of these Scandalous mattes is Casually Overdressed, which is this purple, so that's a definite keep. These have been discontinued, all of these lines. This is a demi matte in Pink Addiction. I would wear Love Before Breakfast or Velvet Carnival from Lisa Eldridge or one of the Insanely Saturateds before I would wear this. So this can go. We have Blame the Night, which is a red. I think it's good to have like a really good standard red from the drugstore, and I did really enjoy the Scandalous Matte formula, so unless this expires, I don't think it will go anywhere anytime soon. Another demi matte in Redefine Love. This is another one of those muted reddish tones where I was like, and this one actually got smushed back when I was reorganizing my lipsticks in a different way. So this one I need to actually throw away because I cannot pass that on to anywhere and to anyone else because it's so broken. 040 from the Vegan Collagen Matte line. This is Be Strong. This also got smushed. So that's also a sign for me to get rid of this because that means it's been with me for a very long time. That happened years ago. And this is also a Scandalous matte in Good Intentions. And this is a really pretty mauve tone. But if I wear a drugstore mauve tone, it's going to be one of my Kiko ones. Not this one. So this one I can still pass on. I have a bunch of these Milani lipsticks and I love them. But I don't love all the shades for me. So I do really like these two. But I wear the purple more than I do the pink. Because Kink is a little bit more unique and it's like a sheer purple. So I do want to keep that. But the pink, which is Voyeur, I'm going to get rid of because I have something super similar. There is something super similar to this in another section that's still coming up. These are all the matte. No, this is another one of those like color fetish in the more sheer formula. This is Nylon. This was called a nude online. This isn't a nude on me. So it's a little bit dark. It is pretty, but again, if I wear a shade like this, I'm going to commit and go for the full thing. And I actually have other shades like this, I think, in other sections. So that can go. This is Dahlia. This is a beautiful shade. I'm in my vampy lip era, so I should wear this more. I also bought Blossom, which is another bright pink. I don't need too many bright pinks. I have a select few that I like, so this can go. I do like Fleur. This also got a little smushed, but I do like that shade, so this can stay. And this, again, I had hoped would be a nude on me. This is Secret. This is a bit orange on me, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then we get to all of the Kiko stuff, really. I have one of the Unlimited Stylos. This is in shade 22. I love this. It's like a grayish, nude, mauvey tone. Kiko does some really good mauve tones from the drugstore. Well, drugstore price point, I should say. 510 from the Jelly Stylo is this really strange looking gray shade, but it's actually beautiful once on the lips. So I'm going to keep that. And I also want to keep 509 because that is that brownish reddish tone that I said I was going to keep from something else. And I love this formula from Kiko, so that can stay. And then these are the Velvet Passions and the Powder Power. This is shade 26, 25, 26. A really beautiful burgundy, which I've worn quite a bit. And these are actually really similar to the MAC, what are they called? They've just been like reformulated. The Powder Kiss, those are the ones. 24, great like mauve tone. So that's a keep. Not all of these shades I can find anymore. The red I can do without, so we'll get rid of the red. Because I am keeping the red from the Velvet Passion. This is a dupe for Lisa Eldridge's Velvet, True Velvet and Velvet Ribbon, in case you're wondering. So that's drawer number 1. This Essence lipstick can go, because again, I've got plenty of reds already from Kiko, but this is beautiful and long wearing. It's Hot Chili from the Slim Stick line. I think they've already discontinued this. We have Wycon. This is beautiful, and I have a good lip liner that goes with it. It's the Matte Icon lipstick in shade Mauve, number 7. Another Kiko 3D Hydra Stylo. This is shade 18, and it's another one of those really cool toned mauvey browns. Kiko does some of the best cool tone lipsticks on the market. So I'm going to keep this because the other two I decluttered, and this is the one that I'm like, yep. And I think one of these drawers is just going to be just Kiko lipsticks from now on because it just makes sense in my brain. I also have 2 of the Glossy Dream lipsticks, 205 and 204. I probably don't need to keep both. Oh, this is a little bit, this is again that subtle red. Not sure I need to keep that. Oh, and this one's also a little loose. You kind of like, you need to like push them and then they pop out is the idea. Let me see. This one is pretty. I've actually worn this a bit. But I think I'm going to get rid of both of these because I like these more shiny things a little bit better. These are the Gossamer Emotions. This is shade 142. A really nice sort of like cool tone pinky berry. I'll keep that. 140. This is super fit. This is really light for me. I don't like that. So that's why it's probably hiding in the back. And then 128, which is a nice like vampy shade. So I'll keep that. This Mina lipstick I love. It's just called The Lipstick in 384. It's got a weird little flubby thing there, but it's had that since I bought it, so I just keep it there. And then Revlon. We've got Cherries in the Snow. That's a keep. Glossed Up Rose I don't wear. This is a very warm pink on me, so I'll get rid of that. I like Fire and Ice, but again, I'm not sure whether I wear this enough. I do like Black Cherry. Like I said, I'm in my vampy era, so that I like. Berry Crush is beautiful. It's a nice purple lipstick. And then I have Sassy Mauve. This was a recommendation from you guys, and I love it. But I like Laid Back Lilac just ever so slightly more, so that's why those are in here. And then I just have lip liners. And these are all Kiko and MAC, mainly. I've got this Roman thing to test out from YESSTYLE. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep... Ooh. I'm throwing things. Let me see. These are all the MAC things. I've got a few. I mainly buy them in the sale. I've got 2 from Lisa Eldridge. They're really good quality lip liners, but I just find that Kiko ones are very similar to this. So I have these in Sorcery and in Jazz because it matches some of the lipsticks I have. I have my little mini Charlotte Tilbury one that goes with the mini lipstick. I have the lip liner that goes with my Wycon lipstick. And then, oh, did I already get rid of the Pat McGrath lip liner? I must have. No, it's right here. Here's my little mini Pat McGrath lip liner that goes with my Pat McGrath lipstick. These are all Kiko. I'm going to get rid of these 2 because I don't like these twist up pencils all that much. This is a really nice cool tone mauvey shade, but I have other things now that I feel I would reach for over these 2, so these can go. And then I have this really nice, like very bright one. It's from the Gloss Supreme line, but I don't reach for that. But these I love. I've got the red. These are the creamy color. I've got the nude one that's also the shortest because I wear it a lot. And then some like deeper things and a nice bright pink. So that works as well. And then we haven't discussed MAC. These I have been collecting, you could say. Whenever there's a sale on, very often they put MAC lip liners in the sale and I just buy a couple. That's the way it works. I've got Night Moth, Half Red, Root for Me, Whirl, Spice, that I got for free, Soar, Cool Spice, Cherry, Stone, and my favorite, Greige. This is the one I wear the most. I reach for this all the time. And then here we have K-Beauty lip tints and tinted lip balms in the bottom. And I think in here we're going to find, yes, there it is. But it's so stuffed to the brim, this cubby, that I'm like, why? Why did I do this to myself? But this is the lipsticks that's very similar to the Milani one I got rid of. So that's by Mina. It's in 371. I'm going to keep that instead of the pinky tone from Milani. I've got these 2 Glossier Balm.coms. I'm going to keep them in Fig and Black Cherry. So those are good ones. I love these butter dripping ones from Catrice as well, the glossy lip balms. I'm going to keep, which one have I used the most? I think it's this one. Oh, this one I haven't used at all. This is Bisou, so I'll get rid of that and then keep this one because that's the one I use. And then I have this lip glow thing from Kiko. It's sort of pH reacting. This can go. I don't really wear things like that. I bought a lot of Kiko lipsticks at the start of 2025 and I still had to film with that by the time I decluttered. I do want to keep Mauve Whip from Romand. But yeah, that's why I end up with so many Kiko things. And then I have Kaya Fig. These are the Glasting Melting Balms. This is a little bit more warm tone, so I wear the mauve tone a lot more than I do this, so that can go. I have one of those classic lip stains. I never wear things like that, so this can go. The Gloss Supreme Watery Touch Lip Stilo. This is beautiful, but it's one of those clicky pens. I don't love that packaging, so it can go. And this is by Peri Para. It's the Hard Gem Lip Glow. It's got a little heart shape, really pretty. Haven't reached for it all year, so it can go. So that's 4 glossy things left. Haven't reached for this Lily by Red lip tint at all, so it can go. And then these 2 lipsticks, whoops, I also haven't reached for. So these are the Mood lipsticks from Peri Para. These are beautiful. but I just don't reach for them. This is a little bit more of a brownie taupe thing. These can go. These aren't going anywhere because these are my favorites. These are the ink velvets from Peri Para. I've got my favorites in the front, Wine Nude, and these reds are really beautiful as well. And then I also have some of the ink airy velvets that are a slightly different formula, but these are beautiful and I love them. So, and then the Road can fit in here later as well. And then finally, the lip tints. I got some more while I was in Japan. This is the new packaging from Romand. This is the old packaging from Romand, but they say it's the same thing. This is the Juicy Lasting Tint. I've got Plum Coke and Grape Balm, and these are really beautiful. I also love a couple of these. This is Custard Mauve. This is a slightly different formula, but I like this a lot, so this can stay. But I have to be very, very just strict with myself because some of these I just don't wear. I do wear Bare Vine in the Juicy Lasting Tints, but I don't reach for Almond Rose. I don't reach for Fig. Odd Grape I do wear. This is also one that I bought in Japan. This was a Japan-only shade, so that's why I got it. So that's slightly warmer tone, so a little bit different, so I'll keep that. This is Bare Fig. This is very similar to all those other things, so I think I'm going to get rid of that as well. And then we have a bunch of these things. I never wear the red. This is the Dewy Full Water Tint in Cherry Way, so we're going to get rid of that. I do like the idea of this lilac cream one. It still smells okay, but I feel like the Heart Percent one that I got is really similar to that, so it's a slightly different formula. These are two warm tone, the Vintage Taupe and the Rose Tea ones from Romand. Those can go. This is a stray Catrice thing. This is very similar to a lip tint, but I'm not wearing it because it's like hiding in here. And then I have these Muse ones. I had to declutter one last year because it had already expired, and these are even older now, so I just need to throw those away because I don't know what those will do. I do really like these two, but I actually prefer the red of these Blur Fudge tints than I do this like berry shade. So decluttering Cool Rose Up, and I'm going to keep Fudge Red. And then here, I think these are a slightly different formula yet again. This is the Glasting Color Gloss and the Glasting Water Tint. So these are different formulas compared to the other ones. The Juicy Lasting Tints are my favorite, so that's why I have a couple of those. Mauve Moon is really pretty. Fig Rise. Vintage Ocean is a little bit too brown, but I think it's good to keep something a little bit more warm toned. If I'm also getting rid of Almond Rose, like these are really close. And this is a really beautiful formula. For a very long time, they didn't do cool tones in this, so that's why I got a couple. I'll reorganize off screen in a second, but this is everything we're getting rid of, so let me count that first. So I gave it a quick count. These are 147 different lip products. That's a lot. I think half of it, maybe even more, was those Essence and Catrice things that I started off telling you was like the thing I had to get rid of because it's just too much. So that's definitely there. So that's why I'm going to try and keep that a little bit more curated than I have done in the past. But yeah, this was my lip product declutter. I'm now going to reorganize it, and I'll insert a picture of what the reorganized collection looks like at the end, how full the drawers are. And then I'm going to say goodbye to you. I have one more declutter left, which is going to be eyeshadow palettes, which I did already film. So if you're curious, you can see that next week, hopefully. So thanks so much for being here. If you're more interested into seeing other content that I do that isn't just like clearing out a ridiculous makeup collection, then I do post 4 times a week on this channel about makeup. So if you want to, you can find more. I do have a second channel as well where I post about lifestyle-y things, books, fashion, a bit of travel vlogging whenever I travel. Just a big mismatch of everything that doesn't go onto this channel goes on there, you could say. So that is something you can also check out if that's what you're interested in. And then you can check me out on Instagram or TikTok if you'd like. And I hope to see you again really, really soon in a new video. Bye-bye.